Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of Damien's Curry Counter. Today I'm going to be making a very nice dish. It's one of my favourites and probably one of my top 5 favourites of dishes. It's actually called Lamb Karahi Gosht. Now this is a very nice dish. It's not a really spicy dish, it's not a mild dish, it's just in between, but it's made completely differently how you think a normal curry would be made. So let's have a look at what we're going to be working with today. So today I've gone for a mixture of lamb leg and shoulder diced up, 1.5 big onions, 3 bullet chilies, 3 green cardamom pods, 2 cassava, 2 cinnamon sticks or cassava, whatever you want to call them. Now, garlic and ginger paste, a tin of chopped tomatoes, pure butter ghee, right, and now the spices what I'm going to be using. So each of these spices 1 tablespoon. So I've gone for salt, cumin powder, coriander powder, mild madras powder, Kashmiri chili powder, turmeric, gram masala, and this one is called baza mix. It's all spices what I'm going to be using today, which is going to make this curry really nice. Like I said, it's not it's not a hot curry, it's not a mild curry, it's just an in-between curry which probably a lot of people will like. You can actually make this with chicken as well, but I like my lamb. So yeah, I've gone with mixture of lamb, shoulder and leg. So like I said, when we cook this curry, it's going to be a dark rich curry. So in the gravy itself, I'm not using any type of base gravy or nothing like that. I am just using exactly what it needs to be to make this curry. Okay, so as we say, let's get cooking. Right, so the first thing we want to do is we're going to get our pan nice and hot and we put some oil in it. So I've put 4 tablespoons of rapeseed oil in. And then the next part to go in will be a tablespoon of pure butter ghee. In goes that. And add just half of a tablespoon more just to give it a little bit more taste. Okay. And you want to get that hot. Okay, so turn the oil up a little bit more. And I'm going to make sure that oil gets all nice and melted down, same with the butter. Mix it all around. Perfect. So next, in goes our cinnamon sticks and our green cardamom pods. Again, give that a stir, because all we're going to be doing is infusing the oil with the scent and the smell of the green cardamom pods and the cinnamon sticks. Keep on giving that a stir. Right. Next that goes in our onions. Now we're going to break our onions down and we're going to give them a really, make sure that they're nice and brown, not burnt but nice and brown. So what we do, crunch those onions up. And again, give that a nice stir. If we want our onions to break down now, this is what is going to give our curry the nice base, the nice masala. A lot of people don't realise that you need the onions in your curries. This is what gives you a nice base, especially when you're not using a base gravy. When you're making a proper, authentic, original Asian style curry, this is how it is made. So keep on patting that down. Because we're going to be using our onions. Make sure that these are getting nice and broken down, because this is what we need to do. Okay, so we'll come back to this once our onions are nice and brown. Hi, and we're back now. We've been doing our onions for about 5-10 minutes now, and they're not brown, they're not burnt. They are a nicer brown colour. And this is what you want it to look like. Okay? That's exactly what you want your onions to look like now on this type of curry. So, next in is our meat. So in goes the lamb. Give that a nice mix round now. Okay. Down. In goes a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of ginger garlic paste. Again, give that a nice stir around. Because we're going to be cooking this curry quite a long time because of obviously the meat. Okay? Lamb, mutton, whatever you want to use. I'm using lamb today. Takes quite a long time to get tenderised. So you want this to literally cook all the way through. You don't want it. It's not a quick curry to make. It's a nice and long time consuming curry to make, but it is very, very enjoyable at the end. And also, forgot to mention, I've gone for lamb on the bone, not just diced up as well. I think when you're cooking this meat, this curry, it gives that nice extra flavour, especially with the marrow inside the bone cooking away. So yeah, I've used lamb on the bone as well. And don't be afraid to use lamb on the bone, because it is, like I said, it cooks exactly the same, and it's just such a nice curry. So next to go in, our spices. So like I said, I've used coriander powder, cumin powder, garam masala, the chili powder, salt, turmeric, and balsamics. I'll show you all the ingredients at the end of the recipe, the cooking. Okay, give that another stir. Oh, lovely. Right. So stir, give that a nice good stir, get all the spices mixed up onto the masala and the meat. And next to go in is our tin of tomatoes. Again, give that another mix up now. Because this is, with the tomatoes and the onions, this is going to break down our curry now. This is what's going to give the curry its base. We don't need to use a base sauce or base gravy on this one, because the onions and the tomatoes are gonna literally do it for us. So next thing to go is a cup of water. And I've used kettle water on this, so I've boiled the kettle and I've simply just poured hot water into it, boiled water already. It helps with the cooking process and again, time consuming. So what I'm going to do for this one now is I'm going to boil this up now, or cook it on a high heat for at least 20 minutes, and we'll come back to this and we'll see how we get on. Right people, we're back now and we're going to have a look at our curry and let's see how our masala is working, and let's see if it's all broken down yet. It should be getting really thick now, so let's just have a look. So let's have a look. Yes, our curry now is starting to thicken up. The onions and the tomatoes are breaking down now beautifully. Okay. So I'll show you what it looks like. If you can see, I'll take it off the pan. And as you can see, the sauce now is getting a lot thicker, and this is what you're wanting in this type of curry, because the masala sauce itself, like I said to you, I'll show you. This is what you want the sauce to look like, okay? But we still need it a lot more thicker. This is why you add your water in, okay? So that can go back onto the hob, and we'll keep cooking this down now until it gets a little bit more thicker, and then you'll understand why this type of curry needs this type of sauce. All right, because this is a KARAHI GOSHT, and it's a lovely curry dish. Really tastes nice. So again, we'll leave this to thicken up a little bit more, and we'll come back to this in another 20 minutes or so. Right, so our curry now has been cooking for a long time, for about 40-45 minutes, so let's have a look and see how the masala is taking up. Let's have a look. Oh, as you can see now, our masala is very nice and thick. Very thick. That is exactly how you want it now after the first stage of cooking. Okay, as you can see, very thick now. So what we need to do is we need to bun this now. So we'll put it back on the heat. I've turned it up to number 7 on my induction hob. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of water, just to water it down a little bit, because like I said, it's a long cooking time for this type of curry. And as you can see, the oil is starting to rise to the top now, which is exactly what you want. So yeah, I'm going to add some oil, and I'm going to add a little bit more water, and then goes our green bullet chilies. So again, half a cup of water, in it goes, and in goes our green bullet chilies. I've not cut them, I've not pierced them, I'm just going to let the flavours from the chili come out by itself. Okay, so we will now give this a nice good stir around, and then I'm going to leave this to cook for another 40-45 minutes on a low heat, and hopefully the curry will be ready after that. Okay, so I will see you shortly. Right then guys, we've been cooking this now for over an hour. Like I said, you need to give it a right good cooking time for the meat to be nice and tender, so let's have a look. Let's have a look then. how we've managed to cook this lamb Karahi Ghost. So let's have a look. So as you can see, the sauce is now nice and thick, which is exactly what you want it to be. And yes, we are going to go and start to dish this out now. So let's get preparing and we'll dish this out. Let's have a look how we've got on. So we'll dish this all out and we'll go from here. So as you can see, the sauce is nice and thick, and every bit of this sauce now has actually ground down, and yeah, it's looking real nice now. This, I'm well impressed on how it's come out. It's absolutely looking fantastic. So we'll go from there, and there you go. As you can see, it is a nice brown looking curry, and this is exactly what you need with this type of curry. It is absolutely, the flavours, what you can smell from this is fantastic. Honestly, it's absolutely beautiful. The meat again is nice and tender and nice and cooked all the way through. So yeah, so if you like what you see and enjoy how I've cooked the curry, please subscribe and like my channel, and I will continue to make more curries each week, and I will put them up and upload them onto my channel. But yeah, please like and share, and I will see you on the next curry that I do. Goodbye.